Ascendant number 3, Gemini ascendant, the ascendant ruled by the planet Mercury. Saturn and Jupiter is in the 8th house, and if you are facing Ashtam Sadasati because you are a Gemini moon sign, then this transit is extremely crucial for you. Try to understand. Jupiter is half of your Kendra Bhava, 7th and 10th house. Jupiter rules your marriage and your profession, the two most important areas of an adult life. This Jupiter is now with the Saturn in the 8th house, so definitely you cannot afford a fight with your in-laws. Plus, you cannot afford a quarrel in family, a dispute in family with regards to investments, with regards to inheritance. Also, you need to be very, very careful about how you play with your taxes, because one wrong move can put your business into trouble. Transformation on career is on the cards for the next 2 to 3 months. Saturnian energy in the 8th house will make you discover truth about your spouse and about people in your career. People will be critic about the actions that you take. Don't get disheartened, especially if you are a Gemini moon sign. Try to absorb all the criticism. Because if you will do one, people will talk that you have done 2 or 3. That means there is an amplification of your action and the words will spread like wildfire. That is why try to be as conservative as possible and try to be as diplomatic in your talks as possible. And if you have anything to say or speak, don't just vent out to any random person, but to whomsoever you trust the most and you can rely on, you should talk to that person. And if you don't have any kind of person whom you can rely on or you can trust, then there are counselors and healers whom you can connect, because they are the professionals of their field, or you can connect to an astrologer to find out a solution. But don't just go on and randomly speak what you have to say, because 8th house means the voice of the public. Definitely the position of Mars will play a vital role here. Why? Because Mars is in the 5th house in the sign of Libra. And for the entire duration till 21st of November, Mars will keep on aspecting the Saturn. That means it will make you take the risk. Obviously, this will also put you into a position where you would want to invest on stocks, share markets, mutual funds, and take unnecessary risk, because Rahu in the 12th house would definitely want you to spend more, and because you will see that you don't have funds to spend, you would want to gain. That's a natural human behavior. If I want something and I don't have, I will try to achieve by willing to gain things. But how are you going to gain? There is no shortcut right now. If you're dealing with public matters, if you're in service industry, if you're dealing with public money, you should be extra cautious. Saturn in 8th and Rahu in the 12th can actually aggravate sexual related issues. So that part of life must be handled in a positive manner. And if you can follow Brahmacharya and you can practice yogic traditions and Hatha Yoga, not everybody, but those who can, then you will see remarkable results in your health, especially your mental and your psychological well-being will be improved by following the yogic practices. Practicing Tratak meditation and Vipassana Dhyan is the key to success. 8th house is the house of uncertainty. 8th house is the house of dilemma, confusion. But 8th house is also longevity. That means you will fight with the disease that is long hidden inside you. Now it will come out in the open. And that is good, because now you know, so you can treat and the treatment will come positively. What you should do, you should try to have an holistic approach to life. Try to avoid non-vegetarian food and try not to consume alcohol or any such stuff, because Saturn and Jupiter directly aspects the 2nd house. Now, definitely the 7th and the 10th house also gets connected to the 9th house. So this also means that this time period can act as a change of fate, change of destiny, a tremendous transformation in the way you operate or your life operates, and the entire fabric about you changes. But this will happen if you try to figure out the secret of success. When the 7th Lord and the 9th Lord are together in the 8th house, in-laws can play a vital role for those who are married, and for those who are unmarried, dharma can play a vital role. role of astrology becomes very important because that's the 8th and 9th energy. Learning Shastras, reading Vedas, practicing those rituals, following a Vedic routine is going to be a very crucial way to improve your life overall for the next many years. This will set the ball rolling that will give you tremendous edge over your competitors, and the more sattvic you become, the better the planets will behave for you. When you know a secret, because Jupiter is in Dhanishta, it will try to reveal outside, you will try to talk, and any kind of boasting about any power that you have got is going to only take away your power and leave you behind, and then it will become very difficult for you to regain that kind of power. So if you have a good quality, if you have a talent, you showcase it, but not in a way that brings pride inside you. It should be showcased in a way to help others, to motivate others. And if you are getting some divine experiences through meditation, experiences in chanting, if you are getting connected with the deities, don't just go and boast about your experience, showing that you are much ahead on a spiritual growth. No, because this is the time to keep that within you so that it can manifest within you and you can become a much better person. Rahu in the 12th can seriously make you think negative more than what you can think. So you have to be very careful about optimistic thinking. Being greedy, being somebody who is trying to oppress the poor, or if you're not helping the one who are in need, can actually challenge Saturn. And remember, Saturn is the planet which can act very dangerous in the 8th house. 8th house is the Ayubhava, and it can create any kind of disturbance. And Saturn in 8th, especially from the moon, means the problem is like underground and you are not able to see what is coming. So the problem may come from anywhere and you won't be prepared for that. So what the best way to handle this is by chanting Ganesh Kavach at least 3 times a day till 21st of November, so that you are shielded and you are protected. And if you are in a deep problem, you can definitely consult an astrologer. And if you can't, just pray to Bhagwan Mahavishnu by chanting Vishnu Sahasranam, bow down at his feet and let the energy flow through you.